My name is Mike Roberts. I am the Acting Head of Exploration for De Beers and in parallel the General Manager for De Beers in Angola. I'm a geologist by training. I've been with the De Beers Group since university for the last 26 years and love the company and very passionate about what we do. Well, first of all, any investment made by De Beers, and it's certainly any investment from an exploration perspective, must be predicated on the geological potential of any environment. From our perspective, Angola represents the top opportunity from a perspective of finding new diamond mines. There's an element of it being underexplored, and of course we know some of the biggest diamond mines in the world are here. Some of the biggest diamond projects are in Angola. And certainly extremely important for De Beers, strategically critical to be here, to have a presence and to look for new diamond mines in this highly prospective environment. In parallel to that, it's well recognized that Angola's production has increased significantly over the last year or two. That's a reflection of the growth in its own portfolio, in its own industry, and it's well entrenched in the top three diamond producing nations globally. Accordingly, we feel that partnering with the Angolan government is strategically important in terms of supporting natural diamonds, supporting their leadership role in natural diamonds, and charting the future together. Well, we certainly have. Exploration spans a number of work streams. Initially, of course, it's finding new kimberlite pipes, and then, of course, thereafter assessing whether they possess any potential. On the innovation side, in fact, this past week, we've deployed for the first time UAVs or drones to undertake surveys, and that's certainly assisting us from a safety perspective, not having to put people on the ground necessarily initially, and in terms of acquiring that data very quickly to make discoveries. A comment on innovation. Innovation can play an important role. Technology can play an important role, but it must be fit for purpose and it must be focused on what one wants to achieve. More importantly, from our perspective, is high quality people. Hiring the right people, developing them internally, and we're proud to say that 90% of our team in Angola are Angolans, and very good quality people that are already making a significant difference in terms of our delivery and strategy here in Angola. Yeah, so just a comment on the Building Forever program. Of course, widely publicized that it's pillared in three important areas: nature, livelihoods, and climate. From an exploration perspective, exploration very much is responsible to set the tone, lay the foundation for what future mining might look like. And in Angola, we're doing so focusing on nature and focusing on livelihoods. And an excellent example of that is the Okavango Eternal program, a partnership between De Beers, National Geographic, the Wild Bird Trust, and the implementing partners in various countries across Botswana, Namibia, and into Angola. In fact, the Angola implementing party is the Fundação Lacima, or the Lacima Foundation, and they're doing fantastic work throughout that process to not only protect the water source of the Okavango here in Angola, but work with the communities to ensure that there's mutual benefit on the environment and on the livelihoods. And in fact, what many might not know is that through that program, through National Geographic and the Wild Bird Trust, to date, De Beers have in fact invested over $3 million in the program on the side in Angola. So they're a really important piece of work to lay the foundation for the future and create the culture of that integration and mutual benefit between nature and livelihoods, and set the tone, we believe, and create lay the foundation for how exploration to mining should take place in new frontiers. We here in Angola, we are in partnership with the Angolan government, in terms of our exploration concessions with Indiama, and in terms of our memorandum of understanding of the support we're providing overall to the Angolan government. So a good partner is here, supporting, being involved and being present. Of course, it provides us with an excellent opportunity to connect with our partners, to connect with the industry. For the first time at the conference this year, we've put together a booth. We're displaying what we're about. We're being present. We're being visible. And that goes a long way to not only showcasing De Beers, showcasing natural diamonds, what it can do in other parts of the world, and how we intend for it to play a role here in Angola. Not only through our own future mines, of course, but also influencing and supporting other operations so that ultimately we're supporting natural diamonds together.